LFS popping up. I think it's better to be patient. I do see the setup though, the breakthrough 350. Just want to see that everything is up and running before I take a trade. I'll turn this down. Okay, that's good. This could definitely pop over. What is happening? Everything's erratic right now. I think it's best to be patient and see. It's kind of stalling out around this. There's a big buyer there. About at 25 because I saw the big buyer at 24. Looking for it to start to pull away since we're getting closer to 7. There we go. Looks like it's going to stall out there. Taking my position off. Seems like a rejected. I'm gonna look and see if there's something else more obvious. I don't believe there is. I think LFS is the best that we have. Maybe MTVA. LFS starting to rally. Being patient, waiting. Kind of have descending resistance up here on the 10-second. Let's see what happens. I believe it might break above but MACD is starting to turn down. So we have to watch in between these two levels, between 22 and between the descending resistance. Let's see if it can break over 30. That's most likely what we're looking for. It's the break over 30. It's about to be 7. It's 7. No, just tanked. Could do a dip trade around 3. Put an order at 3. PCLA. No, I'm good on that stock. I already made a good move. Could do a pullback at 50. $52. There we go. Now we're starting to get it pull away. 370's next profit target. I'm taking full profit at 75 if it can break it. Selling on the bid. That's a bad candle. I feel like it's risky now. I would be patient and wait. I don't know. I don't really think this stock could go too crazy. People are buying it, but that candle's actually amazing. I'm in it right there. I'm getting out. It's kind of topping. That candle is really good though. That's a good signal. But we have to time it right. There we go. Starting to pull away. Break. 4. Damn, my fills are horrible. I'm getting horrible fills. I think I'm gonna keep my position, do a dip, probably around, we'll see. Nope, it just wants to start pulling away. That's fine. I'm looking for a dip. I don't know if I'm gonna get it though. It's kind of extended now, so really, I really think I'm just gonna take my profit and wait for a proper pullback. Yeah, that candle looks whack. I'm gonna just take it and wait. The dip would be 4 though. Seeing if it holds 4, so it would be a dips below, so it would be breakout. That candle's horrible though. It needs a pullback. I'm gonna move an order to 375 on the 1 minute because the 1 minute's kind of extended after 4 green candles in that bottoming tail. And the 9 EMA is at like 370. Looking for that dip. I didn't even mean to get filled right there. My order jumped and I canceled it. Got an order at 377 for a dip closer to the 9. Looks like it's gonna break above right now, but I don't know. I kind of just want to wait for a proper, well, it is a proper pullback if we really look at it, but I'm gonna be patient and wait for something that hits the 9. I'm not trying to jump in too high and then it does like a false breakout. Order, I'm moving order up to 385, 384. I don't think it's gonna hold 4 if I'm being quite honest. The volume and the price action, how I can't really stay above 4 and it always dips, is kind of bearish in my opinion. I think it needs a dip. I want to check something after this. I'm canceling my order. I need to check something. Huh. It's kind of... could break, but let's be patient a little bit. There's a lot of selling. I don't like how I just kind of dipped. I know it was profit taking, but I don't know. 1 minute right there. Micro pullback, 43. There we go. Trying to get filled. 361. I'm selling. Looks like it's going to be a false breakout. Kind of just goes up and then goes down, goes up. So I'm going to wait for a retracement. That's a lot of selling. I don't know. I don't really think it's even worth the trade anymore. It's starting to get a bit weird. Like it's the momentum's starting to die down a bit. Not gonna lie. Equal volume on each candle on the price and the volume. So there's a lot of selling, which isn't too good. I mean, the stock has been doing pretty well though. Like the setups, they're not bad. I think this is going to be the backside of the move though, because of the MACD and the volume behind it. I don't think it's going to pop again. But it still has a chance to. I just think it's a bit more risky with the bottoming tail on the 1 minute and the increase. There was more volume selling on the 1 minute than there was buying. So I think it's going to be a false breakout, even if it does break. Looks like it is going to go higher. Hopefully it can break 50 and go higher. MTV is starting to pop up. Barely though. I think this is the most obvious stock. This is a pullback right here for a move higher, but I don't think it's going to go higher over 450. The 5 minute looks pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. Roy J, didn't I trade this stock yesterday? Bro, that chart's literally horrible. I'm not trading that stock. I think people are looking at it though. Right there. I just don't think the volume's there to justify the move for Roy J. This stock, LFS, does look better. Really contemplating on taking another trade, but you could just tell that it hit 350, kind of rejected off that level. Think maybe we need to cool down for a bit if the stock wants to go higher. Maybe another dip on the 5-minute is what we need. Rolljoy is hitting the scanners. I mean, but the moves are kind of bad. I mean, it dropped from 92 all the way to 270. I think we have to wait a little bit longer for it to see if it wants to go higher. LFS looks like it is going to fall down and retrace. Maybe you could do a double bottom at 470 on the 5-minute. I mean, 415 right here would be the dip. Like, but it's not a valid point. I think everyone's looking at the 5-minute on the 9. The 9 EMA. So I'm gonna put an order up there at 437 or 380 to be exact. There's no way it starts to bounce though right here. It would be crazy. I'm moving order to 375, 5 cents below, since it looks like it's gonna do a double bottom at 387. GovX. I mean, I'm good on that stock. It is biotech, but the way it's looking like, it doesn't really look too strong as of now. We'll put it on the level 2 though to watch it for later. It is starting to rally. So many 1-minute candles though. It's gonna do a pullback, no doubt. Honestly, I think LFS is the one to be watching. I think people are trading GovX while LFS kind of starts to run back a bit. AKTX. I'm good. People really want this trade to work, it seems like, on LFS. GovX just broke 375, which is crucial. Well, the question is, how many green candle does it take? It's already like 10 plus and kind of losing. You're losing a couple cents off each candle. Losing like 8-7 cents, and that's in the candle alone. think I gotta move my order up. Not gonna lie, I don't really like this setup anymore. I think the rational one is 365 at VWAP. It'll hit the Bollinger Band and also hit the VWAP, which are two. There's more critical lines that people are watching for. Maybe 370 is reasonable. GovX. Did do dip at VWAP, so that's good. It's somewhat of a pullback. But you didn't really get a red candle on the 1 minute. Honestly, I think someone is buying shares around this level because it's kind of doesn't want to go lower. So someone's got like a really huge position trying to. There you go. There's a big seller to push it down. I like 370, so kind of looking for it to just drop. PCLA. The rally is horrible, so there's really nothing to trade on a stock like that. GovX is back at 375. RYJ, it's kind of pulled back a bit. I think the best resolution we're gonna get is either most likely on GovX or LFS. But right now it's kind of choppy, the action. Kind of looking for like a dip to 370. Between 366 and 372. This might be the first 1 minute green candle to close green above previous highs. 89, it's touching that level. 87, 88, 89, 90. False breakout potentially right now on this candle for a move lower. Still have my order at 370. You know what? I think I'm gonna punch it. I see the 5 minute, and I love how the 5 minute looks. It looks somewhat perfect just because of the volume. I like how the volume looks on the 5 minute. So stop would be what, 380, below 380. So it's a 10-cent stop. I personally just like how the 5 minute looks. That's why I took the trade. The volume looks really clean, so that's why I punched it. We'll see what it wants to do. So I'm looking for a reclaim of 409 at least. So I'll take half at 409. Yeah. It does get a bit scary holding this stock, especially when your stop is really tight. You kind of sometimes just want to take the profit off the table, but that wouldn't be the whole trade if it's a trade on the 5 minute. The 1 minute's starting to look a little bad, but I'm still holding because it's a 5 minute trade. Because the volume looks really good for me, at least on the 5. I think I have the right idea. Kind of curious if I'm too early or too late though. So we'll see. Stop is 8, sold at 8. And it might start to pop up on this 5 minute, but I can't be holding it, especially if it doesn't. AKTX. Volume. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of the break through 1030 is what people are watching. Seems like we have sellers at 1050. I might have to hit the bid. I don't want to hit the bid, but I might have to. I'm getting out break even. I don't care if it goes higher. That was like a really bad trade. The spread, I do think it's gonna go higher, but the entry was horrible. It was just a bad entry overall. So hopefully it does go higher for other traders at least, but my entry was horrible. It was like the top of like the resistance, so that's why I got out. I still believe in LFS. I think the setup is there. gonna just be patient and wait and see what it wants to do. I do think it's still good though. It's still a pretty good stock. This is the breakout pattern, it seems like. Should I take another stab? Taking another stab. For a curl. I believe it might start to curl at this level. I think we're gonna get a trend shift, that's why. It's not looking too good of a curl. Well, this is a somewhat a pullback. I think attention's starting to shift. But this is like, I don't know. You could tell the news line's kind of bad. Popped and dropped. I do believe in this stock a bit more. I do think it's obvious. And I'm going to hold it for a little bit longer since I've been kind of selling and buying and just churning commissions and fees. So I'm just going to wait. I took half. It was like a 30 cent, 20 cent winner. So, I mean, obviously I was gonna take some off the table. I do take profit at 4:30. So if it wants to pop off, does a flash and drop, at least I'm out. I think 10 is more reasonable. And if I see it start to like pull away, I'll cancel my order, raise it another 10 cents. I'm thinking about 425 right now in my head. If I see 415. 415, 424 is exit. Yeah. I'm gonna take another quarter there. My orders got filled instantly, so people are liking this setup. Yeah, I think people are starting to buy this setup. I could do a dip at 4 for a move higher, but there's times where I've done that and I give back the profit that I made on the trade. So, to be honest, I don't really think it's worth doing that. I think it's best just to be calm and wait and see what the stock presents us right now, because the volume isn't too high. It's actually decreasing. And I'm thinking about getting out of my position because I'm selling and I'm getting filled instantly. MACD just crossed over positive, which is good. if it dips to like to this kind of low of the second candle, which is 406, I might take a trade. So we'll see what it wants to do. Kind of have to see how this candle closes a bit. People are I don't know. I don't know if it can break 20, to be honest. There we go. Breakthrough 20. Filled at 24. Horrible fill. You see? Yeah, bro. That's just what happens. Honestly. Kids pops up. Now I'm pretty biased that Kids is going to be a home run. I think I'm going to size up big on Kids, bro. Simply because all the volume from LFS, I think, went to Kids. People saw Kids pop up. Something cheap. If it breaks over 51, it's a big bid right there, which I like. I'm not too bad at trading these kind of stocks, like the price. The only thing I really don't like is I spend a lot in commissions when I buy shares on a stock like this. Yeah, it's pretty bad, the commissions I spend. That's the only reason I really truly don't like buying these kinds of stocks. Looking for the pop over 51, 52. Slowly starting to get there. Big order at. And it's a recent reverse split, so I also like that quite a bit. When was this? March 2026. Kind of already had initial pop though, so I feel like that makes it invalid a bit. There we go. I feel like it's gonna probably start breaking out right here. Looks like it did pop and then it kind of dropped. I'm expecting it to actually go lower right here if it does. Just the way the 1 minute's kind of forming. But the thing is, even though the volume's red, it still hasn't dropped. So I'm kind of questioning, is there a hidden buyer buying up every share for a move higher? Because I could get out break even right here. But, I mean, I feel like I could just hit the bid and get out my 1,800 shares. And it would only be like $1 loss. But I think there's more potential in holding. Like we're just, you see, Lo, like these are just how these stocks are traded, honestly. They don't really move crazy. Like they move pennies, bruh. Literal pennies. Like it's hard to get $1 out of something like this because they just don't move. Compared to other stocks, they just don't move. And I see the resistance level. AQTX starting to pull away. Nah, bruh, that stock, it's kind of hard to trade, not even gonna lie. What boggles my mind is that kids isn't even on the scanner. And I think I'm gonna get out because I'm already done holding the. I don't even want to hold no more. It's kind of getting like exhausting of just holding and just waiting. And I don't even want to add no more. Like, I might just sell on the bid because I know I can get filled. About to just dump it, bro. Dump these shares. I'm really kind of exhausted by just holding this share. You got people selling at 51, but I don't know. It seems like it's starting to go down on the MACD, which isn't too good. I guess I'm just gonna sell most likely soon because I don't want to hold no more. Even though the 5 minute looks pretty good. So if it doesn't pop up on this one, I'm gonna just sell. Kind of done holding. Bro, no. Double bottom at 47, most likely. Hit max loss. Hopefully it doesn't take me out. Got order, kind of. I do believe kids is shortable. Guessing something else popped up. Tension shift, probably. TKLF. Japanese. You have the 200 at 284, so it's kind of. Damn, man, they sold me out of my position. I'm gonna see how much I just churned in commissions, because, bro, it'd be crazy. Yeah, 12, literally like $12 in commissions when people trade those kind of stocks. And I only bought 2,000 shares. Well, we have two options. Could raise my max loss. Keep trading. Or I could just call it quits today and trade another day. I mean, I was up until I took a out of strategy trade. And I'm leaning more to the trading another day, simply because I understand the market's not hot usually on Fridays. so I'm not really surprised. I don't think it's a bad idea to just wait till Monday and see how I perform. So I think I am. I'm just gonna import the trades and see, like, metrics wise what it's about. LFS moving lower. So I don't think there is going to be anything that good. LFS was good when I got on at 7, but right now it's kind of wonky. Yeah. I think there's only going to be really good volume if we wait towards the end of the day, because that's how it's been lately. So I think I'm just going to call it a day today and honestly just trade tomorrow. Yeah, that's the idea. So I'm gonna end stream early.